Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about how I book my Walt Disney World holidays. So the first thing I think about when I want to book my Walt Disney World holiday is when I want to go. And how I decide when I want to go is based for me mainly first of all on two factors. Number one being the weather, number two being how busy the parks are. So with the weather, what I do is I go online and look up an annual average weather for Orlando and then choose my preferred weather options for Orlando. Then with that, I will go onto a Disney World Crowd Calendar website, and within the months I have chosen for my preferred weather, I will then choose the quietest times among my preferred months to narrow my options down further. I'm really lucky because we are really flexible on when we can travel to Florida, so that is really helpful in us getting good prices, good low prices, and just going up at preferred times or whenever we want to go really. So we're really lucky. So once my options are narrowed down, I will then narrow them down further. It will be then to choose a holiday by the price. But first of all, I need to decide where I want to stay. So generally my options are staying on site at Disney Resort or staying off site at a Disney hotel or villa. Generally with a villa, I only consider that if there's a large group of us going, which is not very often. So it's mainly usually left to on-site or off-site hotel. Normally we will go with off-site because we cannot afford to make the most of our holiday and stay on site at a Disney hotel. But to check what the prices are to see what we can afford, the websites I tend to use for booking and looking at Disney, it would be the Disney World website. Also you can get good Disney holiday packages from Virgin Holidays and travel agents like Thompson and Thomas Cook. And Expedia as well. And for off-site hotels, I like to look at Virgin Holidays again and Thompson and Thomas Cook, as well as Expedia, and Trivago is really good. And another website that is really handy, I don't use it for booking, but for help choosing your holiday, is TripAdvisor, of course, to check the reviews if you're unsure of where to go and trying to decide where to go. Also, another thing to say about Trivago is if you've never been before and you have no idea what to stay in at Disney whatsoever, or near Disney, on an off-site hotel, is what I've always done when I've been researching in the past, is on Trivago there is an option where you can choose how many miles away from a specific point. So you can choose a good location based upon that in your search. That's a really good point to point out to you as well about Trivago. Another thing to mention when I book my Walt Disney World holiday, or I'm looking around for prices for hotels and flights, is that I find some websites are a bit tricky. I find Expedia is one of these. It's really good except for it remembering what you've searched, and then the next time you go on it the prices seem to be higher. So as you're searching, it's always good to clear your cookies a lot in between searches so that you can get the best prices. Then the next thing to consider are flights. If you are looking at a package holiday, then you've already considered that and already got that involved in looking at prices. But if you wanted to try to do a DIY holiday and book it all separately to see if we can get prices, then I really like the website Skyscanner. Another website that is good to use is Kayak. So with Skyscanner, being really flexible is really handy, and they've got really good features on their website so you can look at loads of different options for being flexible. So I tend to type in UK for a start, and then I hopefully have narrowed it down to a month or two, and then you can look up a whole month and the whole of the UK. So that's really good for being flexible. So then what I do with that is all the airports in the UK will be listed in price order. So my nearest airport is Cardiff. I've never flown to Florida from Cardiff because it's not worth the price. My next closest is Bristol, still not worth the price. My next closest is Birmingham. it's not far off decent, but it's still not the cheapest you can get. Always end up flying from Gatwick or Manchester, and that is 3 hours away from me. So, and we save a lot of money by driving that distance rather than using the nearest airport. So it's really good to be flexible on where you want to fly from too. So then anyway, in Skyscanner it'll have the list of the airports, so you can choose the cheapest one which you think is feasible for you. And then when you go through to the next page, it'll then have a calendar, and if you've chosen a specific month rather than days, you can see all the flights for that month. And that's really good to be flexible in your days. You can pick and choose until you get the cheapest combination, and that is just a great, really good way of how being flexible can save you a lot of money if you are DIYing your holiday and your flights and accommodation separately. So we always drive to the airport the night before. So we always book, usually a travel lodge is the cheapest, say the night before, to save stress and hassle of driving at God knows what time in the middle of the night and early in the morning, and being nice and rested for a day of travelling. So we will have our car with us, which means we also need to book airport parking. So what I always do is go into Money Saving Expert website, where he has a list of websites for airport parking. And what's really good about going through his website is that he has nearly a discount on every single airport parking you click on through his website. That's a discount to begin with. And then they're usually comparison websites, so I'll go through and have a look through a good few of them websites, but to be honest, we always end up with purple parking at the airport. It used to be something called something else, I can't remember what it was called, but 9 out of 10 times we end up booking with them. Then the last big thing you need to think about with budgeting for your holiday is Disney park tickets. So what I always do is I usually start off with going on attractionticketsdirect.co.uk. I really like the website, and I always like it as a good base to start off with for navigating, to look around ticket prices, deciding which parks I want to go to and what combination of tickets are available to buy. So it's really good to shop around though, even though I think Attraction Tickets Direct do a price match guarantee on exactly the same tickets, but it's good to look around. So what then I tend to do is I like to go across to the DIB website. So that is a website, it is a forum for Disney fans in the UK. So I'll go across to the ticket page, and as well as reading what people are saying in the forums about where they're getting tickets from and all sorts of advice, there is a list at the top of the page with all their preferred ticket vendors. So it's always good to look through them. But this year I actually found through the DIB a company called American Attractions, which actually did a really good price, and it was back when the 25% offer was on, and then there was also through Money Saving Expert again, there was a code there for £6 off per ticket as well. So that was great. We got a really, really good deal on our Disney tickets. So it's always good to look through Facebook pages for groups and forums to get these discount codes and listen to people what are saying, because there's some great things out there, great deals out there that are really useful to use. So if you're not hiring a car, you'll need to book airport transfers. Every time we've gone, we've ended up booking through a package deal, or we've booked through Expedia with a hotel and flights combined to get a deal. So with all these websites, they have the option of adding on airport transfers, and that's the way we've always booked our airport transfers. So there's two last important things to think about when booking your holiday. Travel insurance. Some people already get it through their banks, that's a really good option, but do check it's worldwide and covers America and not just Europe. If it doesn't, then we don't have America covered in our bank insurance. So what I do is I'll just go onto some comparison websites and go through there and check what's the best option for us. But do always check the difference between going on a single trip and an annual trip, because there might be barely anything in it, and then if you go away at the end of the year and you have to buy insurance again, that'll be annoying. So it's worth checking both of them things. And then the very last thing I would like to mention, which is very important when booking your Walt Disney World holiday, is getting your ESTA. If you do not do your ESTA, you will not get into America. So make sure you do go across to the official website, and it will just cost you $14 each, and it will last 2 years. Well, thank you for watching my video on how I book my Walt Disney World holiday. I hope it's been helpful to you. If there's anything I haven't mentioned about how you're trying to book your holiday, please leave a comment in the bottom. I'll be happy to help. But if you like this video, please give me a like, and please subscribe. I've also got an Instagram page with loads of Disney photos, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.